Good evening, people. It is Tuesday, September 19th, 2023. We are, of course, in the land of the living. Can't complain about that. It could be another way, but however, we are here tonight. Please let somebody know we are live on the Facebook page. We are live on Twitch, Twitter, and the YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please tell someone we are live right now. As I state always, I am biased. I have some of the dopest guests on this side of heaven. Every time that we are able to be on the platform, tonight is no different than any other night. I believe in 6 degrees of separation. You're literally one person away, one advice away, one help away from where you need to be in your destiny, moving over and over again since I started this show, actually 3 years ago this month. It's exciting to not only still be here, still going strong, but at the same time still have the zeal to meet people, to connect people, and to get her done, as we say in the South.
Get her done.
So tonight, we're going to get into the bio, as I always state that. Then I'll let you guys know how I met this wonderful gem. And then we get into the conversation tonight. Nicole.
Yes.
Comer,
yes.
aka Ladylove.
Ladylove.
Is a community activist and vocalist born and raised in the city of Detroit, Michigan. She started singing as a child along with her twin sister, Bianca, in church and also during drama club performances at an early age. Prior to graduating in 1998 from Mumford High School, she introduced her sound to the concert, chorale, and show choirs under the direction of Deidre Thompson. We'll get back into that because I think I might know this person.
Okay.
Ladylove focuses on high-low fee, neo-soul style music while performing, but noticed that she's very open to all genres of music, depending on what style she connects to at the present moment in time. Volunteering at various facilities such as group homes and nursing homes during the holiday season, and open jam sessions for the last 5 years, continued singing jazz, pop, music, R&B, and blues, gave her the opportunity to explore those sounds. Performing as lead singer in her family jazz band, Jay Surrender, gave her the exposure to join the stage play, Perilous Times, for 2 consecutive years. Ladylove, along with her twin sister, sang background vocals for Grammy-nominated Keith Washington at the renowned outdoor theater in Detroit, which is or was Shane Park, now Aretha Franklin Theater. She opened up for the Mary Jane Girls and headliner Charlie Wilson. Some to name a few locations that you can find her, or she was at: Judson Center Orphanage, Miracle Care Group Home, Baker's Keyboard Lounge are just a few of those where you can see her, or where she is entertained and doing volunteer work or open mic sessions. Ladylove has chosen to continue her music career working with the local Detroit artists alike, like Sky Covington, the producer of a current production in 2021 called Satin Dial Review, along with the Hug Detroit campaign that brings the community together, and she has the honor to work alongside her in this venture. Her goal is to continue to bring the world together. We are here to allow the music within ourselves to be a key component of gracious harmony. Our lights are to shine, and the whole world is a beautifully, brightly made vessel for us to allow the light in. I'm so grateful that my journey continues. Lady Love.
Thank you.
Guys, I want you to welcome my friend, Lady Love, to the show.
Yay!
I'm so
Thank you for
excited.
having me. Thank you.
Blessings, 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 Wally.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know why all of a sudden I get cotton mouth.
Oh. You said a mouthful.
I did, but that normally just still doesn't happen to me. So I don't know. But I want to get into this conversation. I do want to let them know how I met you. So you, when I met you, I think we were in the middle of production of Perilous Times when you were introduced to us as the harlot.
Mary Magdalene. Yes, Mary
Magdalene. And we was like, "Who's Mary?" I don't know.
Yeah.
We had been practicing the scenes, singing the songs prior to and after that scene.
Yeah.
But we didn't know who was playing who.
Right.
At this point, I don't think we saw the locals, but we didn't see like the main stars. We didn't see a lot of people. It was a lot of moving parts. So we didn't get a chance to know you or meet you when we first began.
Yeah.
But one day, this quiet soul that was sitting on the bench was watching everyone. And they called her to the stage. And we was like, who is she? So,
okay, sorry about that.
That moment was, okay, now I have to pay attention to who this woman is.
Wow.
She did her scene and we said, oh, she's Mary Magdalene.
Wow.
Okay. And from there, I was the person that made sure everybody fit in.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure that everyone felt welcome. I wanted everybody to be or feel like we were all together and we were all a part of this big, great, grand team.
And you did a great job doing that, ma'am. Yes.
So I tried to come to you, try to, mingle into who I felt would, continue to do what I was doing. And I just know I felt like you needed it.
Thank you.
And then afterwards, after we got off stage and things of that nature, and I was just like, we got to take pictures together. We got to, by the way, you guys, I was the picture person. I always had my phone.
Yes.
And I wanted to make sure that the memories that I had of this production, I would never forget. Even if I'm old in age, that part of my life can never be erased because I have proof.
Right.
I was in, and I felt like I was among celebrities. Every person that hit that stage, and I don't mean just the big name people that was promoted.
Yeah.
Every person, I still feel like I graced the stage with several celebrities. And I wanted to take that in. I took that very personal.
Yeah.
We were in there with people who some background for some of the baddest R&B gospel artist. For you, you sit on a stage. I mean, stand on a stage of your own, um, and you just as someone to contend with like anyone else. And I made it my business to find out who you were, and I made it my business to make sure I stayed in touch with you.
Thank you.
And that's how I am with everyone. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna all get to our goals.
Absolutely.
And most of us was either school, um, somewhere on a stage, behind the stage.
Yeah,
And to this day, everyone a part of Peerless Times is doing something.
absolutely. And some,
So now we are here having this wonderful conversation.
yes, we are. Yes, we are. And I'm honored that you invited me today. So thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity and the time. That's something that we don't get back.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. This was supposed to happen a while ago, but I think it was something at church was going on, and
Mhm.
that whole month I was.
You were booked. You were booked, which is great.
So let's go back to
Okay.
the early stages of Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go into your home of finding who was that signature sound that turned you on to this is something I want to do.
My father.
Mm-hmm.
My father sang everywhere. I mean, from the rhinoceros to, jazz events in Ohio to Carl's Chop House downtown, Baker's. You knew John very well. You know, that's to say the least. Aretha Franklin was like crazy over his voice because he sounded like Billy Eckstein. And hearing my father um just singing throughout the house and singing to my twin and my sister and brothers, and I, every chance that he had, and that was all day, while he's at work. Of course he's at work, but when he came home, it was like, lights, camera, action. And from him putting salt on the floor, teaching us how to ballroom by the fireplace, and then making sure that we sang while he sang, um, teaching us how to scat because he scatted. He was a true jazz artist, and being introduced to Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan, that came from my father, but my mother as well. My mother sang as well, but it really kicked in. And I could say both, but it really touched me with my dad. And it's something about a young girl and her father. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, either way, music was always around me. And just to have the opportunity to actually, be in the likes of my father, be in the likes of my mom. It's not only a gift, but it's a privilege and an honor to be able to have that opportunity and get to share that with the world. Um, then Twin and I, we started, in church and then moving into school. But it really, really started in church once the when we were at Apostolic St. Paul Apostolic Faith with Elder Hoke, Elder Benjamin Hoke, and Gwen Hoke, senior pastors there. They had us singing while my mom was in choir rehearsal. And when they had us singing, we were able to show them what we had because we were listening to the choir. So they said, Nicole and Bianca, sing this, sing this part. So we went right in it, and we were banking with them, and they were just rooting us on. So that was an amazing seed that was planted. Then moving into school in elementary, we were in drama club, and drama club. Oh God, that really set the bar. That really helped push us to let the people know what we had. And it was amazing because my twin and I was always doing everything, singing everything together, our harmony going top and bottom. It was just us. But one day my sister got sick. And when my sister got sick, I think we were about fifth grade. Yeah, I think about fifth grade. And we had to do a show. And at this time, we were going to Bird Elementary with Stephanie Armstrong, which is Vanessa Bell Armstrong's daughter. So Stephanie Armstrong was actually dancing behind my sister and I, along with another young lady. And I was so excited because Vanessa Bell Armstrong was going to be in the audience. And Bianca got sick. I said, "Oh God, no, I have to do this by myself." So it kicked off a soloism for me because she could not do it. She had the flu, and that flu hit her. She even tried to get dressed. We walked down the street. She fell at a tree. She said, "Nicole, you got to do it by yourself." Went and did it by myself. I knew that Alpha and Omega was with me on stage because I was so afraid, but I said, I cannot turn back now. I have to move forward because my sister's not here. A whole production is here. I got to show up. And from that point forward, I knew I had something. But it all started with my father, my mom, but mainly my dad really, really sparked that in me.
Did you and your sister have a natural blend that you didn't really have to work on? You just
Yes. Yes. And it was a blend like no other. I love singing with my sister. I mean, and we vibe. So I can feel like she feels my energy. I'm feeling her. I know where she's gonna go. She know where I'm gonna go. If I'm taking a low, she's taking a high. She go low, I'll go high. We'll go all around each other, but we'll stay. Oh God, love singing with her.
so I have to apologize. Um, so my body was hurting.
Mm-hmm.
I took a muscle relaxer
Ooh.
and it's starting to kick in. So you keep seeing me yarning. Yawning. That's
Mm-hmm.
why. Um,
Gotcha.
I'm all like, oh Lord,
And
not.
that's probably why your mouth is start getting dry.
Uh-huh. It's cotton mouth. Mm-hmm. It makes sense now.
You like, I don't know
Um,
why all of a sudden, like, I don't know either.
I'm like, what is? I wasn't thinking that it was gonna kick in this fast. Literally, I wasn't. But
Wow.
all is well. Uh, Singing has we have established that singing in music has been for years and years and years the universal language. Um, Most times, um, someone who really, really can sing, they can almost pinpoint home and church, uh,
Mm, yeah.
where those moments are perfected before you actually get to a real stage or a real opportunity comes to you because you come from a singing family, a musician family, you're
Hmm.
definitely going to sing.
Yeah.
Um, and if you don't have the gift, you definitely probably gonna be somewhere
Dancing, playing something.
dancing, doing something.
Yeah.
Um, so we already know it was going to happen.
Absolutely.
Then there's the other thing of what I listen to at home,
Hmm.
what my parents listen to. I would say 7 times out of 10 is my roots or my basis of the things that I'm drawn to.
Hmm.
So in our home, it was definitely gospel was number one.
Hmm.
Two was R&B. Um, And then there was, I'm not sure what this is. I'm gonna say maybe pop, maybe um,
Okay. Like alternative.
yes, but
Okay.
not too alternative.
Gotcha.
Um,
Yeah, like soft rock.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm,
My dad was like the Bon Jovis and
okay.
the Commodores, and
Yep.
he loved, what's it, Genesis, Phil Collins, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he liked those type of, and I figure as going being older, more mature, that a lot of those music was the soundtrack to our life, because they were in a lot of the late 70s, 80s, 90s movies and TV shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's that type of speed or music that I was used to, or I could listen to without having any issues.
Yeah.
What we
Yep.
mean by that? By this time, rap has been introduced, different things of that, and the heavy metal and all of these different things. And my
Yeah.
parents wasn't having that. Like,
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah.
um, that's not it. My dad didn't really listen to blues
Okay.
that much, but definitely, he was definitely an R&B person, gospel
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and pop-ish kind of thing. Did you ever find that growing up in the house that music became a tool and therapy for you at the same time?
Oh, absolutely. And I love how you mentioned like Bon Jovi. Like now my mom, she introduced the Carpenters. So Karen Carpenter, oh my God, Carpenter Christmas was like the album to play every Christmas. And Chicago and Journey, she really introduced that sound to us. And my mom liked jazz as well, but my father was straight WJZZ, jazz 106. That was dad and only dad. Jazz, only jazz. I never heard him play anything else but jazz. But mom played all kind of music. She really didn't play blues too much. My grandmother did, which is on my dad's side, but mom stayed in the soft rock and alternative and jazz and R&B. So I learned like when my sister and I went through something. Oh, my mom was also gospel. Karen, like the Carpenter, not Carpenters, but the Clark sisters. Um, that's what she played. She loved Ben Tankard. So we heard that in commissioned. And whenever we went through something, if we were going through something with my mom, or if we had issues because there were, just a few things that were happening in our childhood, school or whatever the case may have been, we always ran to the record player, because at that time we had a record player, and or the tapes. So music therapy definitely was something that my twin and I ran to, and it really helped. It helped us, during cleaning, cooking, whatever the case may have been. But music definitely was therapy.
Absolutely. I used to find it very helpful, especially if you were trying to date someone, that you would find music that would speak
Hmm.
in the lyrics what you wanted to say.
Oh yeah.
When now some of this stuff today,
I don't know what it is. I'm like, I don't know. Don't ask me whose name is who. I don't know. Unfortunately.
but it was a purpose of getting your tape or your CD, and you would unfold it to look at the artist and all of this stuff,
Yeah.
the artwork, and
Yep.
you will read the lyrics, you will read the credits, and you will make sure you got the words. So when you
Yeah.
sung this to this person, or you recorded it on your tape recorder when it came
Right.
on the radio,
Yes.
uh, you
You
can
had
sing
the
along with
lyrics.
it.
Right.
our karaoke before karaoke was a karaoke thing.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
we were doing it.
Yeah.
Um, let's take the journey of finding you
Okay.
in the music.
Wow, that's a great um question and space. I really recently found me in my music. One thing that I was very grateful for is that I learned that I was a writer in high school at Mumford High School under the beautiful direction of Susan Weiner in English, my English class. She had us write a poem using personification, and I chose to use Detroit as a woman. And it took me 2 minutes to write that poem. It went down in the city county building. They had it posted, which was awesome. And so that sparked something. I said, you know what? Oh my God, I can write. So I started writing poetry, and my poetry turned into songs. So this was maybe in oh God, what grade was that? I think 10th, 11th grade. And then moving into my adulthood, my experiences that I had in my relationships, I was able to turn some of the my experiences into my songs. And not knowing how I was going to get the sound out, I kind of tried to mimic some of my the people that I was inspired by, but it still didn't sound like me. But it was a go. It was a try. I really learned that I had and I sound like my father, but in a woman's body.
Mhm.
And what I mean by that is the sound of jazz, the sound of R&B, the sound of funk, the sound of blues, pop. I was able to take that sound. It's literally that hi-fi and lo-fi sound and made it my own, and I jazzed it all out. So I was able to take a song. If I wanted to do Freddie Mercury, I'll take that sound and jazz and rock it out. You know, not knowing how that came about. I think it was just once I realized my sound, and I realized that with just my practice and practicing and hearing what was best, what I did and what I did not like. And it really stamped um regarding the jazz sound once I connected with Sky Covington. And
Mhm.
I could really relate to the jazz. But prior to that, I knew that the sound that I did have was not like jazz, but I knew it was on its way to being it. But because I love all music, when anyone if anyone comes to my shows, they'll see that I'll take those songs and I'll jazz and rock it out so it becomes my own sound. It's like creating your own genre. You're like, how can I even categorize that? It's as if you really can't. So just concluding, when I began to write, the feel of that sound in the song and however I'm feeling it, I turned it into my own, and it's like a jazz soul sound, funk, pop, blues.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, but it's weird. It really started when I started writing, and slowly but surely, the more we did it, the more I sang. I didn't sound like anyone else. The only person I could compare my sound to was my bloodline, which was my father. You know, I hope
um,
that really answered your question.
it did. Um, so, if you don't mind, if you can give a snippet of what you do.
Whatever loves, Lord gives, little man Little Lola wants you. Make up your mind to have no regret. Recline yourself, resign yourself. You're through. You want more?
You know,
Look, you want more?
without looking at you, I was listening. I heard Phyllis Hyman, right?
Oh, wow.
Because Phyllis can get down here, but
Yeah.
she still can. Um, and I heard, is it Billie Holiday? Good Morning Heartache.
Oh, I got to learn that one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Um, I wish I knew the words
I know.
because it's one of my Lady Sings the Blues favorite songs.
Oh, I know.
Um,
Yes.
um, but that was awesome. That was beautiful. Um, the moment of standing on stage
Mm,
and performing. What is that like for your people?
that's a great question. I was just recently asked that because I just did a show on the 15th at the Detroit Pizza Bar, which was an amazing event.
Hmm.
Great turnout. My anticipation, because I was asked that question and was I nervous? I don't call what I feel nervous. I get more anticipated, because I'm already an upper, so I'm already in that, high state. So I'm like, to equate the feeling, mine is more anticipation. Who's gonna come? Who will I see? Who's gonna be there? Will anyone be there? And that's my space of like, okay, what do I do now? But when I go, if it's one person there, I'm giving them my all.
Absolutely.
I'm giving them my all without a nerve, without being afraid, because I've learned to take my support with me. And when I do that, it helps me to be covered. So I don't have to be afraid to just give my all. If I want to roll on the floor, we're going down on the floor. If I want whatever shows up in that space and in that state and who I'm supposed to connect to in that moment, they have to get it all because there's a mission and a lesson to not only be learned, but there's a mission that I have to accomplish by saving someone's life and space where they are. So
Absolutely.
I go and I just let it all go. But the thing that I would feel is the butterfly of anticipation on who is that person and who am I going to connect to.
Absolutely. What about, do you feel any pressure from, being born to a legend? Do you feel any pressure that you had to go this route?
The pressure that I feel, that's a really good question. Um I think my only pressure is really just showing up and saying yes, because I can get asked to do so many things. I can be pulled left and right, doing a podcast, you know, doing an, several
The radio
podcasts,
station,
doing
radio.
narration, being down at WHPR and, getting the interviewees and people that want to interview, and I'll be booked throughout the month. And, you know, the yeses, and you know, even my 9 to 5, because I work at a hospital, so I'm one of the leaders there, so my pressure is there too. So it's like it's almost like a tug of war of where am I going to go next. That's my pressure.
Okay.
And being booked and being available, that is, I love the girl. That is a wonderful point, girl. You didn't ask it. It's just being available, and that is the, like, oh my god, I hope I can pull through for everyone, and I know I can't say yes to everything,
Right.
due to being booked and due to time, because you only get so much.
So much, yes.
That's my
I
that's my
missed several shows with you because my schedule was so busy
Yeah.
this summer. Um, and because I do this on, every Tuesday and Thursday, I was booked out almost a month and a half ahead of time.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because you get on this high momentum,
Yeah.
and everybody wants to come on your show and they want to talk and they want to, you know, I have no problem with it, but I had to figure out
How am I
how I'm
going to do
going to
it?
do all of this, do this over here, balance this, and it was difficult at times, but um, this is what we do.
Yeah,
We
it's what we
lead.
do. We lead, and you cannot not keep going. You have, because you have so many people that you are not only reaching,
Hmm.
but are following you, and
Hmm.
you're giving hope to. So it's literally carrying the weight of the world by saying yes, but I want to say yes. It's like
Yes,
I have to say yes. So then you build a team. You start having your team
yes,
help assist too. And I appreciate saying yes. And I know, sister, you can attest to this. The more you say yes to growth and development, and being that student teacher and understanding that student teacher relationship, people are going to want to work with you.
absolutely.
And I'm in that space where people want to work with me, like, what can I do for you? How can I help? Like, you want to, please help me. You want to help? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, you gonna do this.
Then a lot of people,
You
because
take this part. I would do.
right,
And it,
and
it
because
becomes
you do it
a
so
me.
well, people don't think that you need help. Be like, no, I do need help. I don't know everything. Even in efficient or upgrades and things, I'm like, either I don't have time to do it,
Mm-hmm.
or uh, or is or I didn't have the money to do it.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
pay somebody to do what I need them to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, but God is gonna work all of that out. He sure
Oh,
is. He's gonna. I ain't even gonna have to worry about it. All I'm gonna have to do is just show up.
show
That's
up.
it. And
Show up.
uh, the other question that I wanted to get into was, we had a conversation. You had me on your show, um, and I wore my Battle of the Branches shirt tonight,
Mm-hmm.
with the veterans were definitely battling out of who's better than who, even though this is a friendly, and
Yeah.
I mean friendly
Competition.
competition. Yes, because they can't really take this serious.
Yeah.
Um, but as leaders, and I did put up here that you were the lead singer of your family's jazz band,
Mm-hmm.
but also being able to wear multiple hats, to take off being a leader and
Yeah.
go sing background for other singers, whoever. One of the things I did want to bring out about you, even though you didn't really know me, you said, sis, I want you to go on this journey with me. And you invited me to sing with you on stage. And I'm like, who does that? Nicole. And at the time, again, I couldn't because of my
You're Black.
schedule. Um, but you asked me to go on the radio show um, on Monday nights,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a conversation about the help that is out there or could be, to help veterans, their
Mm-hmm.
families,
Mm-hmm.
all of these different things. And it was a great conversation that we had um, to talk about not even realizing that I work with veterans.
Exactly. I
Um,
love that you did. And you were like, yeah, I'm like, "God, this is a match made in heaven.
yeah, I
Match
work with
made in
yeah. So that conversation also open other doors and for other people to have exposure, not only to me, but also bringing in a different perspective for someone who wasn't in the military. Although I've been around several
Mm-hmm.
um, veterans. And
Mm-hmm.
so that again, we go back into our conversation with the community activist. And this is a part of what she does to help all of us be a better version of ourselves. Sometimes we can't be a better version of ourselves if we don't know, one, that we need help, and
Right.
two, that there is help.
That's right. That's right.
Um,
That's right.
Also, we wanted to get into the importance of collaboration. We can't do this goal that God has placed on our plate by ourselves.
That's right.
I've always been told if you can do it by yourself, it ain't big enough.
Right. That's
If you can
right. That's
pay for
good.
it yourself, it ain't big enough.
Name big enough.
You need help. We need help. Dream bigger, walk bigger, talk bigger, go in the room and swell it up. Um, and so when I first seen this picture that I saw on Facebook with you, I was like, is that the same? You go from Mary Magdalene,
I
the
know.
harlot, to a satin down.
Mm-hmm.
And hearing the clips of her sing, seeing the pictures on her on stage, owning um, the space was very important to me. Even though we don't talk every day, that moment of Black power,
Mm-hmm.
I saw within you.
Oh,
Um,
thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Camila.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
One of the statements that you made, there were two at the end that really just touched me, and I had to put it down. Allow the music within to be a key component of gracious harmony, of us coming together, letting what's in us come out, right?
That's right.
Shine your light for the whole world to see. So there's the thing inside of us, this wonderful light that we can no longer hide. We try to, bottle it down, but
Yeah.
in these moments, somebody is waiting for you to open your mouth.
Somebody's waiting.
They're waiting for you to show up on stage to give them hope for a better future.
That's right.
They're waiting for you to stand on stage to say, hey, I didn't get a chance to see Michael Jackson. I didn't get a chance to see a Billie Holiday
Right.
or any of those,
Right.
but I get to see in 2023 Lady Love.
Mm.
Now, before I do what I'm going to do, I need you to explain to them how you got that name.
I was really trying to find the right representation of Alpha and Omega. And I went by Miss Tellis, Tellis Twin, because Tellis is my maiden name, and Twin, Nicole. Of course, that's my given name, but I said it's more. I need something. It's not that. I love being a lady. I was groomed and rooted in being a lady. I saw my mother, my aunts, my grandmothers, and they always taught us how to be our best and to be women.
Mm-hmm.
I loved beyond anything that can be imagined because I wanted everyone to feel like they were accepted and appreciated. And I think this was during the time I worked at Shinola. I was a hand setter at the time, and I wrote a lot and I cried a lot. I wrote and cried setting the hands on those watches. And I said, what should, how, how should I represent? And it had to be around 2015, 2016, where I received the name Lady Love.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That's very powerful. That's very because of course we are the name. We are this is an extension of us. Um and again, I appreciate us going through and having this conversation tonight. For those who didn't know who you were, this is their first encounter
Yeah.
with you, um, to say, hey, we're going to support you. Um, there's this whining song. I don't know why it just keep popping in my head today. Um, what is it?
Oh, I
Woo!
love the whinings. Oh, yes, yes.
Um, uh, what was it? The question is,
Mm.
will I ever leave you? The answer is
No,
no, no, no,
no,
no, no,
no,
no, no, no, no, no,
no,
no, no,
no,
no,
no,
no, no.
no.
I was like, sometimes you just don't understand or you don't know who's really there for you.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just keep going, 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 going. And when I was sitting here thinking, these questions kept asking, like coming up, like, so the question is, will he ever leave us? No,
Mm-mm.
no. Um, uh, I just think I understand that you have a mission. I understand you have a mission. Part of it is connecting generation to generation.
Mm-hmm.
Because unfortunately, a genre of music can actually be almost forgotten
Yeah.
if our generation or a younger generation don't pick it up.
Pick it up. That's right.
Um, so the mission is continue to put out this light to shine of what kept you, what gave you therapy, what
Mm-hmm.
put a smile on your face, that the moment that I can be in a happy place with my music.
Mm-hmm.
So these moments right here is when we get the strength, the courage, and boldness to be who we were called and made to be.
Absolutely.
Um, so again, these moments here of allowing the music within to be a key component of bringing harmony to this world, and it all stems from love,
Absolutely.
love within, love with music. So again, one last note too. What is something about you that people will be surprised to know?
Something about me. Oh wow. That they would be surprised to know. Uh mm, I think that people would be surprised that I don't go out too much.
Hmm.
I'm a homebody.
Wow.
It's a
Yeah,
lot that
I'm surprised.
I don't watch TV too much. I don't look at the news. You know, a lot of the sitcoms and Love and Hip Hop and all of the series that are out. I don't know anything about it. When I get home, I go immediately into, because my home is my heaven. So I go into create mode, and I'm very safe there. So I don't do too much. I'm a sincere homebody. Yeah.
That's good. And the last thing would be, what is a balanced life for you?
I'm sorry about that. Camila, can you say that one more time?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What is a balanced life for you?
A balanced life for me. I love the water. I love the water. I can, so I'll drive down to Lakeshore Drive, and I'll just constantly go in circles looking at the water and just connecting with it. And that is a perfect balance for me.
Okay.
Water.
Yeah, I love water too. I love nature,
Mm-hmm.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's easy to come up with things when it's just peace
Mm-hmm.
and quietness, or whatever mood, if you need stillness or if you need um, to hear the water, whatever, the freedom to actually create is awesome
Absolutely.
in nature.
It really is.
Um, I do have some announcements before I let you go.
Okay.
So last October, wow, it's almost a year. I put out my first single book,
Oh,
The
yay.
Blueprint God's Design. It is on Amazon. You can put my name in, the code, or the name of the book, and it should come up. You can support that way. If you want to continue to see this platform get to television, you can donate at the Cash App at Sunshine Camila, Kamilah. That's how you really spell my name. Of course, thank you in advance. This conversation, of course, was sponsored by Black Top Street Ball Association. Main event was in earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but btsba.com. Please
Uh-huh.
go to their website. They will be going on tour probably next year to make sure are they coming to a city near you. If you
Nice.
look and one, they coming back as owners.
Yeah.
So we're taking the culture back for our people from our people. So keep an eye out on that. My sister, Alita Cotton, has some of the best ginger turmeric tea you ever taste in your life. She is AC's Teas 313-380-0321. She is also on Facebook at AYECEE. Please support her in her endeavors.
Right.
Um, Again, in perilous times, we was addicted, literally.
Yeah.
Every time we had rehearsal, we made sure she sold out for sure. Waffle Cafe Detroit on the west side of Detroit. Um, they are open. You'll see. Going across the screen, there are times that they're open. 313-739-6308. Bug and his partner are doing well. They have some of the best food. Oh my God. It's not expensive.
Wow.
So go over there, support, let them know I sent you. Book has so many things going on. He's doing photography. He got an event space. I mean,
Hmm.
this man is doing it.
A Waffle Cafe. I gotta
Um,
try.
yes, for sure. It is really good. I personally get the maple waffles with
Oh.
bacon,
Mm.
and then they have a lavender lemonade.
Love lavender lemonade.
They
Hmm.
sell ice cream too. Ooh, mm-mm-mm. Just thinking about it. Alpha and Omega, all natural products for your hair.
Yes. Ah,
Um, I used the product myself, and she got me back to my natural curls. My
nice.
mom's hair completely had fell out within 6 weeks. My mom's hair is almost completely filled in by
Mm.
using all of Alpha and Omega natural products. And last but not least, Sweetie's Day weekend. He's fine, but is he safe? Stage play. And I will, and I am playing one of the roles.
Yay.
So you don't want to miss Saturday or Sunday, October 21st or the 22nd, 7 p.m. at the Henry Ford Civic Center. Right now, currently the tickets for general admission is 45 and VIP is 65. On October 1st, they will go up to
Mm.
49 and 69. So
Mm.
I do have physical tickets. Just get in touch with me and we can meet for that. You can go to Eventbrite. You can put in the name of the play. You can do it that way. You can go to God's World on West 7 Mile to purchase tickets from there. Also, and there was a Bible bookstore that just got tickets today, but I can't think of it right now.
Oh, nice.
So those are the church announcements. Please govern yourself accordingly. And Miss Lady Love, do you have anything or last words that you would like to say?
I would like to say thank you for having me today. It's been a pleasure spending time with you and allowing the world to get to know me in a different space. So thank you. Thank you all.
Well, I appreciate again us taking time out in our busy schedule to be able to sit down and have a conversation.
Thank
I
you.
love the fact that I'm more interested in the whole you versus what I know you for.
Yeah.
Um, it's important to, when we celebrate the whole you, not just because I knew you from, there's more to you than that.
Yeah.
So again, thank you again for being you.
Thank you.
So again, I will be back Thursday with another wonderful guest.
Yay.
Thursday would be Thomas Trutman, who is the nephew of Roger Zapp.
Ooh, cool.
Yes, he will be here Thursday at 7. And then I have Kenya Prince, the comedian. Black Coffee will be here next Tuesday. So
Black
again,
tea.
um, it's all about who you know. Of course, as we always state, always be nice. Of
Mhm.
course, every chance you get, you never know who you're gonna meet, who can
Never know.
open doors for you, who can just change your life. But again, I believe in 6 degrees of separation. You're literally one person away, one advice away, one help away from where you need to be in your destiny. Proven over and over again since I started the show 3
Yeah.
years ago. Again, thanks, Nicole, for stopping by.
You're
And you
welcome.
guys,
Thank
I
you.
will see you on this Thursday, 7 p.m.
All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye for now.